Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. We learn to lead. My name is Vikas. So friends, in this video we'll be discussing some of the most important current affairs of the 4th week of June. The video will be very helpful to you, so do watch the video till the end. Hit the like button and share the link of this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe. So friends, let's start with our video, but before that we have something important to tell you about. We have an app by the name Carriers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you'll see this type of screen. In this, you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years. So choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay. Also, we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from that, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book. PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here that we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state-wise current affairs are provided to you. Apart from this, I have a gift for all of my friends here. If you use my code Vikas10, you will be getting a straight 10% discount on the purchase you make. So when you are about to check out and do the payment, just before the payment, you will be getting an option to use the promo code. There you can put the Vikas10, the code, and you will be getting an extra 10% discount on the total purchase you make there. So let's start with our video. The first question is, identify the country that signed an MOU with India to set up a joint working group for enhancing cooperation in the field of agriculture. And the answer for this question is Fiji city or Fiji country. All right. So remember, India along with Fiji, they have signed a joint working group, that is JWG, for cooperation in the field of agriculture. Do remember this agriculture also. All right, it can be asked like India and Fiji have signed a or set up a joint working group for cooperation in which field? So in the agriculture field. Then if we talk about Fiji, capital is Suva and the currency is Fijian dollar. Moving on, read the next question. In June, India along with Dash and Japan entered into a trilateral partnership to enhance and establish stability and global order in the Indo-Pacific region. So what are the three countries who entered into a trilateral partnership? It was India, Italy and Japan. All right, so India is given here, Japan is also given. The correct answer becomes Italy. All right, who is the Prime Minister of Italy? He is Mario Draghi. All right, capital is Rome. If we talk about Japan, who is the capital? He is Yoshinde Suga, and capital is Tokyo. All right. Next. India is the dash largest source of FDI for the United Kingdom in 2020, while dash remains at the top source as per the inward investment statistics for 2020-21 that is released by UK. So first question, let's answer the first part first. India is the second largest source of foreign direct investment for United Kingdom, while USA remains the top source as per the inward investment statistics. So the correct option becomes option 2. Alright, next. In June 2021, SEBI gave approval for the sales of dash shares of the companies with market capital of over dash at the time of listing. So SEBI, that is your Security Exchange Board of India, gave approval for the sales of 5%, or you can say for the share of 5% of company with the market capital of over 1 lakh crore rupees. Alright, so that option, correct option becomes option 5, that is 5% and 1 lakh crore rupees. Next, identify the bank that partnered with Paisabazaar.com to launch a step up credit card. So what is the name of the bank that partnered with Paisabazaar.com? It is SBM Bank. Alright, SBM Bank, the youngest universal bank, launched the setup credit card, a credit card builder product to meet the credit needs of underserved segments. Next, as per the State of Economy report released by Dash, India was ranked dash in the terms of shares of surplus transferred from central bank to governments. So India was ranked second, and this report was released by RBI, that is your Reserve Bank of India, and India ranked second in the terms of surplus transfers from central bank to government. All right, and if proper data is talked about, RBI transferred rupees 99122 crore as a surplus to the central government for the accounting period of 9th month. Alright, and RBI reported India as the 5th largest foreign reserve holding country in the world. Next, which company or dash was launched as the India's most livable capital city in the Ease of Living 2020? I repeat, Dash was ranked as the India's most livable city in the Ease of Living Index 2020. First of all, tell me who releases this Ease of Living Index 2020. It is released by CSE, that is your Center for Science and Environment. So, and the city that was ranked India's most livable city is India's most livable city is Bangalore. All right, so the correct option becomes option 2. Where is Indian Farmer Fertilizers Cooperative planning to establish a nano urea liquid manufacturing plant as per the MOU signed between IFFCO, INAES and Coprar? So which is the location, or in which country this will be set up? That is where is India's Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative planning to establish nano urea liquid manufacturing plant? Nano urea liquid manufacturing plant will be set up in Argentina. Alright, it will be set up in Argentina. Next, which company partnered with SBI cards to issue co-branded contactless credit cards to issue rewards on shopping? It was started by Fab India. Alright, next, Dash became India's first rabies-free state, eliminating the instance of rabies viral infection caused by Dash bite. So what is the reason of rabies infection? First of all, tell me. It is caused by the bite of a dog. Alright, then rabies. Which state become rabies free? The state that became rabies free was Goa. Alright, rabies is a viral infection that is usually caused by the dog bite that affects the central nervous system of human body. Alright, then if we talk about Goa, capital is Panji, governor is Bhagat Singh Koshyar, and Chief Minister is Pramod Sawant. Moving on. Next is, which management institute was ranked as the best in India in the QS Executive MBA ranking 2021? It was IIM Bangalore. Alright, the postgraduate program in enterprise management of the Indian Institute Management Bangalore was ranked the best in India in the QS Executive MBA ranking 2021 of the Quacquarelli Simons, that is QS. Alright, Quacquarelli Simons. Globally, it holds 39th spot and 10th spot in the Asia Pacific. Moving on. India's bank credit to GDP ratio increased to a 5-year high of over 65 or 56% in 2020 as per the data released by Dash. I repeat, India's bank credit to GDP ratio increased to a 5-year high of over 56% in 2020. This data was released by whom? This data was released by BIS, that is your Bank of International Settlements. Alright, so the correct option becomes option 4th. If we talk about BIS, it was established in 1930 and headquarters is in Basel, Switzerland. Next is new healthcare financial assistance scheme Arogyam Healthcare Business Loan was launched by which organization? Arogyam Healthcare Business Loan, this is a healthcare financial assistance scheme and this was launched by State Bank of India. Alright, when was State Bank of India established? It was established in 1955. Who is chairman? Chairman is D.K. Khara or Dinesh Kumar Khara ji. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the tagline for this bank is the banker to every Indian. Next, name the insurance company that partnered with Clovia to launch Women's Cancer Shield, a first of its kind insurance policy for female breast cancer patients. I repeat, Women's Cancer Shield is a first of a kind insurance policy for female breast cancer patients. This insurance policy, that is Women Cancer Shield, was started by Alliance Insure. Alright. Next, identify the organization that sanctioned $125 million towards Resilient Kerala program to support Kerala against natural disaster. To support Kerala against natural disaster, Resilient Kerala program was started and that sanctioned a $125 million rupees. It is asking that which is the organization that sanctioned $125 million. It was sanctioned by World Bank. Where is the headquarters of World Bank? It is in Washington DC. Who is the president of World Bank? He is David Malpass. Alright. Next. Another thing. IMF. This is IMF. Its headquarters is also where? Washington DC. Alright. Next. IFSCA appointed Dash as the chairperson of the committee to examine global shipping practices and frame a roadmap for similar activities in the GIFT city. First of all, tell me what is the full form of GIFT city? GIFT. This stands for Gujarat International Finance Tech. Alright, this is the full form of GIFT city. This is asking IFSCA. IFSCA is your International Financial Service Centers Authority. Dash appointed Dash as the chairperson. Who has been appointed as the chairperson? And the name of the person is Vandana Agarwal. Vandana Agarwal has been appointed as the chairperson of the committee to examine global shipping practices and frame a roadmap for similar activities in the GIFT city. Moving on. Name the organization that launched the fiscal year 2021 annual survey on computer software and information technology enabled services export. And the organization that launched it was, we have studied this earlier. Tell me the answer. It is RBI. Alright, RBI stands for Reserve Bank of India. Next. Who was appointed as the chairman of National Dairy Development Board? NDDB. National Dairy Development Board. Who is the chairman of National Dairy Development Board? He is Minesh Shah. Alright, Minesh Shah. Next. In June 2021, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad launched the web portal Ihtiyat-e-Dawar. The web portal is used for e-filing in which organization? First of all, you should know what is Ihtiyat-e-Dawar. Alright. It is a e-filing portal of Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Alright. From New Delhi. The portal developed by ITAT will enable parties to file their appeals, miscellaneous applications, documents, paper books, etc. that too electronically. Alright, and the organization that will be using this web portal is income tax appellate tribunal. So as we saw, it will be for income tax filing income tax online. Next, uploading their documents and various other things too. Next is, what is the theme of 2021's International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking that is annually observed by the UN on 26th of June? It is share facts on drugs, save lives. This is the theme. All right. Another thing that you need to remember, International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, it is observed on 26th of June. Then moving on. In June 2021, Dash announced targets to install 60 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity in India by Dash, who announced a target to install 6 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity in India by which year? First of all, it was targeted 32, and the company is NTPC Limited. What does NTPC stands for? It is your National Thermal Power Corporation. All right, NTPC Limited. This will be installing or increasing the renewable capacity of India by 60 gigawatts. If we talk about NTPC CMD, that is Chairman and Managing Director, is Gurdeep Singh. It was established in 1975 and the headquarter of NTPC is New Delhi. And the targeted year is 2032. So the correct option becomes option 5th. Moving on. In June 2021, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development announced rupees 1,860 crore rupees loan for implementing the SALT program, which is the Indian state that will be benefited through this particular loan. All right, and the state that will be benefited from this is Andhra Pradesh. What is this SALT program? All right, first of all, tell me full form of SALT. Full form of SALT stands for Supporting Andhra's Learning Transformation. All right, this is your support program, that is Supporting Andhra's Learning Transformation program. It will be benefiting Andhra Pradesh, and that is IBRD, that is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, will be lending, the arm of World Bank Group will be lending a amount of or sanctioning an amount of 1,860 crore to Andhra Pradesh for supplementing or supporting the implementation of this SALT program. Next, which organization partnered with Global Alliance for Mass Entrepreneurship game to revive the pandemic hit MSME sector? What is this game? It stands for Global Alliance for Mass Entrepreneurship. All right, and it will review, that means it will help the pandemic hit MSME sectors. What are the MSME? Basically the small businesses. This program is for basically helping out the small businesses that were hit during the pandemic. All right, so which organization partnered with game? It is SIDBI. That is, what is SIDBI? If I ask you what is the full form of SIDBI, it is Small Industries Development Bank of India. This bank was developed in 1990 and headquarters is in Lucknow, UP. Moving on. Which project was awarded the Outstanding Civil Engineering Achievement Award for the 2020 by the Japan Society of Civil Engineers? The program is Delhi Metro. All right, I repeat. Outstanding Civil Engineering Achievement Award for the 2020 given by the Japan Society of Civil Engineers to Delhi Metro. Can you tell me Delhi Metro is the company of which country? I mean, which country first came and developed this metro in Delhi and in India basically? So come on, comment below. It is your homework. You should know, because it can be asked like, metro has been started or given to India by which country? Comment below. Moving on. Who was appointed as the chairman of the central government's 3-member task force on bureaucratic reforms through Mission Karm Yogi? I repeat, who was appointed as the chairperson of the central government's 3-member task force on bureaucratic reforms through Mission Karm Yogi? He is SD Shibu Lal. Alright, Mission Karm Yogi is central government's national program for civil services capacity building program. Alright, former Infosys Chief Executive Officer Sarojini Damodran SD Shibu Lal was appointed as the chairperson of a 3-member task force which was formed to help government in bringing major bureaucratic reforms through Mission Karam Yogi. Alright, moving on. In June, India committed to implement rupees 4,500 crores worth of development projects during its third development cooperation talks with which country? It was with Bhutan. Alright, moving on. Union Minister of MSME Nitin Gadkari launched MSME Prerna, a first of its kind program by Dash in Dash. That means this MSME Prerna was launched by for MSME sector by Nitin Gadkari, and this was launched by which bank and in which state? Here you have to tell me the name of the bank, and this is for it was location or in which state it was started first. MSME Prerna. Alright, it was started by which bank? Indian Bank, and it was started in Maharashtra. Alright, the Union Minister of MSME and Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari launched this India's Bank's first of its kind flagship business mentoring program named MSME Prerna in Maharashtra. Under this program, capacity building programs for MSME workers will be conducted in local languages. Moving on. Which treasury solution was selected by Commercial Bank of Kuwait for implementing new generation banking solution? It was TCS BANCS. Alright, Commercial Bank of Kuwait, one of the largest financial institutions in Kuwait, has selected Tata Consultancy Services TCS BANCS treasury solution to transform its operation, enhance risk management, and offer a new generation of asset class coverage and ensure regulatory compliance. Then if we talk about TCS, that is your Tata Consultancy Services, it was established in 1968, headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and MD and CEO is Rajesh Gopinathan. Moving on, and for the last topic of or the last question for this video is India's Apurva Chandra completed his tenure as the chairperson of the governing body of which international organization? So remember, Apurva Chandra has completed his tenure as the chairperson of ILO, that is your International Labour Organization. Alright, and next chairperson will be, remember the name of the Anna Jardfeld. Alright, Anna Jardfeld will be the new next chairperson. If we talk about ILO, this was started in 1919 and the headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. Alright, so this was your 4th week of June. Now let's yes question for you. Scientific study of moths and butterfly is known as dash. This is your homework. Comment below. Scientific study of moths and butterflies is known as dash. So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked our video, do hit the like button, share the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel or if you are new to our channel, then do subscribe because it motivates us to bring a better content for you guys. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price and that will help you to boost your preparations for upcoming government exams. You can use the code VIKAS10 to get a straight 10% discount on any purchase you make. Alright, so that's all for the day. Take care.